Okay, I think I and the panel are between you and lunch, so we'll try to keep the energy going here. My name's Amy Lazarus. I'm the founder and CEO of InclusionVentures, and I'm really honored to be an advisor for Mindshare Partners. Part of what we do at InclusionVentures is help organizations bring out the best in their people so that together they can bring their world-changing ideas to life. And not knowing all of you and the wonderful organizations you're in, I can imagine the wonderful world-changing ideas that you're trying to bring to life. And what are the implications for who's at your company, who's not at the company, whose voices are sought after and valued and incorporated into bringing those to life. And so what we find that people know diversity, equity, and inclusion, this is good for business, it seems like the right thing to do, and they know that, but they're doing things that are leading not to that. And so we help to fill that gap through strategy, assessments, training, train the trainer, facilitation, coaching, et cetera. One of the main things that we see that helps to fill that gap is to have a shared vocabulary. So as a warm-up for our panel, what we want to do with you all is share one of our favorite vocabulary tools, which is called lenses. So what are the ways through which you see the world or through which the world sees you? So I'll share, some of the lenses through which I see the world. I'm white, I'm short, I'm a woman, I'm an entrepreneur. I live in Oakland, and I wonder, am I gentrifying Oakland? But my husband's from Oakland, and so maybe we net cancel each other out. What does that mean? Seriously. I grew up in a community outside of Cleveland, Ohio that pioneered racial integration. So it was cool in high school to try out to be in the dialogue club on race relations. But it was very much from a black and white perspective at that time. Other lenses, I'm a very devoted daughter, sister, and granddaughter. So you get the point about lenses, right? Oh, and some other things you might not know by looking at me, my dad is touched by depression, and so that's really affected me and our family dynamics, so something that we deal with on a regular basis. So what I want to invite you to do is to, on the Post-its that are in front of you or in your notes, write down 7 to 10 lenses through which you see the world or through which the world sees you, and then await the next instruction. 7 to 10 ways through which you see the world or the world sees you. What are the lenses that are most prominent? So I said short because I'm short and that really affects me. Maybe you're middle height and that doesn't really affect you. You don't have to put that. I see some faces looking up. Write down your last few lenses. And the next part, I want to invite you to add we're going to do green, yellow, red. So green, or G, is for the lenses that you share openly and freely at work with everyone. So the ones that I just shared, say everyone in my organization knows that. Y, or yellow, put a yellow next to or Y next to the lenses that you share sometimes at work. So in this setting, I will share, I mentioned my husband is from Oakland, my husband is black. Sometimes I share that, sometimes I don't share that, because it's like, I have black friends, and that's not how I need it to come out at all, right? So there's that yellow lens of depending on the company that you're in or what you want folks to know or not know. And then red lens, I would say that my dad's depression is a red lens that I actually don't often talk about, but in this setting it primes me for that. So red might be things that you don't bring to work with you. How many of you would be curious to share or talk with a partner about these lenses for a minute? I don't want to trigger, these are like, okay, I see one hand on my table, great, good. Okay. I see some hands. All right, so you can choose what to self-disclose. This isn't like, here's my red lens, what's yours? This is more, what are some patterns that you noticed? What did you notice coming up for you? How do these lenses show up at work? Maybe affect your interactions. Maybe you had all green lenses, and you're like, oh, everything's fine. I have a lot of privilege around all my lenses. So I invite you to turn to a person next to you. You'll have about 2 minutes total, so share airtime, and we'll bring you back.